Hey there guys, welcome to the second part of our seasonal anime discussion. I am Animelting, and as always it's advised that you go back and check out part 1 if you haven't already. Otherwise we might say things like original angry dad and you have no idea what we're talking about. I'm joined...
in jokes.
Yes, we do. You may have just heard the voice of she's our Snow White with the red hair. She's Abby. I've had that one saved for a little bit.
I fucking love doing these videos just because of those intros. Like whenever I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to do this, I'm like, but Pat does intros, and I get really, really hyped for it. So.
Well, it's true. You have red hair.
I have red hair. Don't know if I'm Snow White, but I'll take the compliment. Snow White's
Cool.
supposed to be good, right?
Yes. Well, she does make some poor choices about apples. But anyway, you may have heard the voice of our other host. It's our resident no sleep till berserk. It's Cam.
Hello. That's literally what I'm holding out for.
Exactly.
We'll get there in the end. I think it's been tactically placed at the end of our videos just to make sure I stay up.
Well, your video goes out last. And I thought, I could put it in my video and we could talk about it first. But I feel like Cam would actually want that in his video.
Because it's like the only thing in it.
Well, there are other things that you have to talk about, I'm afraid. But
right, let's hurry up and get this one over with so we can...
Oh, Cam, if you're running low on energy, you might need a new battery. Battery!
Right, when I started watching the PV for this, my mind went through, like, is this going to be a sci-fi series? And then as soon as I saw, like, a shot of, like, the clear blue sky, I was like, no! It's about baseball! And it was.
I've never seen a baseball anime before.
There's already one called something Diamond. No
Ace
Decimal.
Diamond.
Ace Diamond.
Ace Diamond, and then I'm pretty sure Cross Game was an anime
Yeah.
about baseball, so...
I'm pretty sure there's been baseball bats in a lot of horror movies. Horror anime.
Yeah.
So secretly, this is going to be like the good version of Moyoiga. So.
This is the prequel to Paranoia Agent.
Oh jeez. Well, it's based upon a long-running manga started in 2004, and no one working on it. No, the director's done stuff. Tomomi Mochizuki, you might remember him as the guy who did Pupa. But apart from that, it looks like it's going to be a long-running series if it's a long-running manga, and
yeah, maybe.
it's about baseball. Here, I'll read the synopsis out.
Baseball!
Asuno's novels revolve around Takumi Harada, a young man who moves to a mountain town in Okayama Prefecture during the spring break before he enters middle school due to his father's job transfer. Takumi is a pitcher, and after the move, he loses faith in his own talent. When suddenly, his classmate Ko Nagakura appears in front of him. Ko has a strong desire to form a battery, a combination of a pitcher and a catcher, with Takumi. The PV looked cool.
Takumi is in this show, so...
I'm not going to watch it then.
Fire Emblem jokes.
Hey.
We finally got there.
Hashtag Takumi pushed Emma in.
Baseball, though.
Baseball, though.
Baseball isn't a sport that we play here.
I genuinely thought you were just going to stop at baseball isn't a sport.
Baseball isn't a sport. I refuse to believe it. But no, I don't really know anything about baseball because it's not the thing in England.
Well,
we have rounders. I think that's the closest thing
we
that
have rounders in school and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have like professional grade rounders, I don't think. Let's find out.
Oh, yeah, Google.
Why would you need Google when you could watch Battery?
Rounders.
Oh my god.
What are you discovering?
So we have rounders, which is a bit like baseball, but not really. That we like play in school and stuff.
Rounders are a pastry filled with pizza sauce in my country.
Search rounders game, and that's what it is. But apparently, yeah, there is like a bit of professional rounders going off, but not really.
Yeah, it's like sort of, but not
There's
quite.
There's a team in Sheffield, apparently.
Oh man, we have no one else to play though.
I'll play rounders again. Rounders was fun.
The Tiddlywinks players like change games. They come
baseball
join it.
though.
Baseball though.
Baseball just isn't the thing. We don't have the space.
It's also
Well,
based on a
like-
light novel. I should mention that. I said manga before, but it's also light novel.
Yeah, it looks, you know, like a sports anime, so it's probably going to be good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never got into Ace of Diamonds, so I was like, oh, maybe this one is the one that
it's
I'll
be
try and get
interesting
into.
because it's set in a village far, far away. So it's like, who are they going to verse? Who are they going to play with? Does anyone even go to this school that they attend?
Probably not. But
So it's just going to be about a guy throwing
material,
a.
so.
They're going to be throwing ball backwards and forwards for the entirety of the 24 episode run.
I always find it weird when they're like, I don't know. Oh, here's this thing from like 1996 that is getting an adaptation. So I find it weird that they adapt it now, 20 years later.
Well,
Because apparently,
sorry.
no, that's a no. I don't know. Because it says here that it ran from 1996 to 2005, and then there's an alternative which is from 2004 until 2010. So I don't know. It's based on a light novel that's it's based on a manga that's based on a light novel, I guess.
See, I prefer it when they invest in something that's been around for a while rather than something that's just come out. Because at least you know there's a fan base or someone who's going to appreciate this existing.
Yeah.
There's also another show we'll talk about later, which is being released alongside a manga, which was only just released.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm interested in this one because I've never seen like an old sports show, but if this is based on an old source material, maybe that will be my gateway into actually watching older sports shows.
Yeah.
Like, I want to watch Ashitano Joe, I think. The boxing one, even though the ending was spoiled for me because they spoil it in Bakuman. You want to talk about the next one, Pat?
Oh, sure. I could go for days about the next one. It's Days! Days, it's the soccer anime. We're still talking about sport anime because sport anime is fun. The manga centers on two boys who were never meant to meet. Tsukushi Tsukamoto, who has no special skills, but secretly hides a passionate heart. And Jin Kazama, an isolated soccer genius. On a stormy night, the two meet, and that meeting creates a whirlwind in the world of high school soccer. Bow-a-dow.
I've got to be honest.
Main character looks cute as shit. Like, he's adorable.
Of all the sports that I want to watch a sports anime about, football is the last thing
Really?
I watch an anime about.
Who's football?
Unless they've got
Who's
football
football?
chants in there.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
We paid for your hats. We paid for your hats. What a waste of council tax. We paid for your hats.
Soccer Riots, the anime.
Someone gets a red card after a foul. The referee's a wanker in Japanese.
That'd be amazing. I would watch the shit out of that.
Can we have an anime about football hooligans, please?
You just want
That'd be
verbal
so
assault
good.
the anime.
Hosted by Anime Ross Kemp.
That's literally what football is in this country, is just loads of angry people shouting at each other and then watching a game.
It's just hooliganism, basically. Unfortunately, hooliganism has taken over the actual, like, meaning of the sport, which is a tremendous shame.
I'm sure even if it hadn't, I wouldn't really care about football anyway.
Well, I watched the England game yesterday. In fact, I watched the England game and the Wales game yesterday, and it was they're both enjoyable simply because I was surrounded by people that I consider friends, and we were all a bit drunk and it was a good laugh. But unfortunately, that doesn't make up for all the atrocities that are committed in the name of football. So,
like what happened this weekend with Russia.
Yep. And and with our own fans as well in France and their behaviour.
So yeah, if it
So
was
if
about
you have an
football
anime
chants,
about that,
Yeah, if it was about football chants and going to Sweden and saying you're shit but your birds are fit, you know.
You're shit but your birds are fit. That's amazing.
You know, if it was about that, I might be interested. I'm still probably gonna maybe give this a go if it's legally obtainable.
You could apply that chant to quite a lot of anime, actually. You're shit, but your birds are fit.
Take that, Chaos Head.
Yeah.
Oh,
football.
well.
Sorry, soccer.
Soccer?
Soccer!
We call it soccer in Australia.
Why?
Do you really?
Yeah. Because we have
It makes
football
more
and
sense
other
than like
forms.
American football being called football because
Hand
they
out.
use their hands with that ball.
They do use their foot. Like, Emily explained this to me a little bit. She tried to justify it. She does agree that it's a bit silly. But it's because for the major plays, like the actual plays that get you points, you do kick the ball.
Yeah,
That's
but we
why it's
always
called
kick
football.
the ball. Like,
Yeah,
we aren't allowed to put our
I
hands on the
know.
ball unless we're goalies.
We have more right to call it football than they do. But
Yeah.
that's their reasoning for calling it football.
Are we going to get
Fucking
into
dumb.
this debate? Because I feel like this
Yes.
has nothing to do with days.
I don't care.
Well, let's have a look.
This is not the day to talk about days.
Decent director.
Yes,
Yes.
lovely complex and one piece to his name.
There was something about
One
the show
Piece.
that made me go, yes, I really want to watch this, but I have no idea what it was.
It's that main character, he looks so cute.
Oh, Mamo's in it.
Oh.
Yeah, of course he is.
Daisuke
Mamo's-
Ono's in it. Fucking hell. Dream Team. But yeah, I might watch it.
Cool.
Hang on, the manga centers on two boys who were never meant to meet. Like, why were they never meant to meet? What possible calamity befalls the world if, like, the guardians of
You gotta watch the anime to
causality?
find
Yeah.
that shit out.
They must never meet, otherwise they will form the best soccer team in the world.
The prophecy.
No.
It's not the prophecy.
Anyway,
Shall we move on? I need to reply to this email about life. It's real life.
I was about to ask what's the subject of that email.
You would have
Real
helped me make that one.
Yeah.
tell you what, I'm gonna get confused as hell when this one comes out because I already call ReZero Real Life on occasion.
Real
This one
life
sounds really interesting though.
sounds almost pretty similar to Orange's setup a little bit. The story follows Kaizaki Arata, a 27-year-old jobless man who fails at every job interview he had after quitting his company last year. His life changes after he meets Yoke,
You're okay.
Rio of the Real Life Research Institute, who offered him a drug that can change his appearance to 17 years and to become a subject in an experiment for 1 year. Thus, he begins his life as a high school student once more. And the only reason
Can I
I
just say, it's fucking typical that
Yeah.
Japan has a 27-year-old protagonist and puts him in a high school.
Yep.
It's like the key demographic, isn't it?
The thing is that this story has like I don't know the name of the series. I saw someone else watching it. Points to anyone who can guess who it is. But basically, it was this anime about a lad who gets like injured or something, and like his mind gets sent back in time to his past self. So basically, he's an adult male, but his mind is inside his younger self.
Did you know you
and
can
he
actually watch this anime already? It's a movie called 17 Again. It stars Zac Efron
But all
and
I'm saying
Chandler
is
from Friends.
this exact same premise. That protagonist just uses it as an excuse to be a terrible pervert. It's like proper bad as well, like in the seedy way.
I wonder who could have been watching that show.
Maybe
Maybe you'll have to ask him what it was, because I'm curious.
Maybe. What? So you can watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch a show about a pervy 6-year-old.
Yeah, I reckon you'd get into it. I don't think they
well
were
into
six.
it,
I don't think they were that young, but it was still pretty like awkward how young they were.
Isn't anime all awkward? I don't think there's a difference between
it's a celebration of the awkward
in my life, to be honest. Yeah, this one sounds really interesting. I've had my eye on it for a while.
The visuals in the PV make it look good, and I've seen the manga around lots, and apparently it's good. I just haven't read it. I haven't taken that step to read it. It looks interesting, though.
I think the reason that I picked up ReZero last season was because I was like, oh, did Re-Life come out? And I just missed it. But no. Because apparently that's the trend of anime titles for now, so...
Well, we'll stick a... Oh, wait, there's another thing with Re in the title of this season. I'm not sure what we're talking about, though. It's the name of the third... Oh, I was going to say the third opening for Fullmetal Alchemist, the 2006.
Oh, that awesome song by Asian Kung Fu Generation.
Yeah. Who also did the theme song of Erased, which was also about going back into the past. Oh my god, there's links here. Who would have thought just mentioning that?
It all comes back together.
And you know what else is connected? Vampires and servants. We combine the two together to make Ser and Vamp and put them so it becomes Servamp, which is a thing. Cam, you put this on the list. I didn't do any research into it. What the hell is it?
I don't know.
Did Cam put this on the list? I'm pretty sure I put it on the list.
You put it on the list?
Yeah,
I can
okay,
check
well,
right
I'm looking
now.
at you then, Evie. What the hell is this?
Servamp. Hold on. Green and red. Pat, you put this on the list.
Did I?
I'd say if it's green and red, then it's the pair of you, not me.
Well, too bad. We
Pat,
have...
put it on the list.
Evie and I both vote that you have to tell us about the series.
Fine.
That we know nothing about.
Then I will tell you. When a stray black cat named Kuro, Kuro being like the most unoriginal name for a black cat ever, crosses Mahiru Shirota's path, the high school freshman's life will never be the same again. Kuro is in fact no ordinary feline, but a servamp, a servant vampire. While Mahiru's personal philosophy is one of non-intervention, he soon becomes embroiled in an ancient, altogether surreal conflict between vampires and humans.
As you do.
I don't know why I put this on the list.
It's just a normal Saturday.
Hold on. Maybe I can remember.
It's only because there's cute boys in it.
Probably,
Might have been the cat. I don't know.
I think the visual of it with the like chain with the blue flames was oh, ow no exorcist.
It's very colourful. It's one of those things. It's got a colourful cast.
Yeah, and that pink haired guy in the back looks a bit like Mephisto, so...
Yeah, man.
No, it's
Maybe
not
that's
this
why.
series with the cat that I'm interested in.
Yeah, I don't know why I put this on the list. I don't really have anything to say about it, but looks like it might be okay.
There's a series with a cat with a face of a butt in it somewhere, and I can't remember where it is. Oh, well.
With the face of a butt.
Yes. It's somewhere in our conversation on Skype if you go back far enough.
Okay.
Clearly no one was paying attention to my messages. Shall we talk about...
he's talking about cats again.
I'm always telling a yarn, telling the tales of Zestria the X.
Oh, what a segue.
Yeah, I tried my hardest. Did you know that this is based on a video game?
No way.
I kind of had a little bit of a suspicion, but I wasn't too sure.
Okay.
I didn't want to say anything.
I have a thing to go on because the director of the show is the same guy they always get to do Tales adaptations, except he hasn't done one, and that's the one I've enjoyed, which was the Tales of Vesperia, which was a movie they did.
I've never seen a Tales of
Oh,
adaptation.
they're always short. They always don't feature enough of the game, which is usually quite enjoyable. I haven't played this one because I knew the anime was coming out and it would cost like $70, so I was like, fuck it, I'll watch the anime instead. That'll take less time.
I'm literally still playing Tales of the Abyss from last year.
You need to get on that.
I bought that game probably... No, it was on my birthday last year. It was in 2015 that I bought it. And I played 5 hours. I got stuck in a place, and then I was at Cam's housewarming, And we have a friend called Paul who is super into the Tales games. And I was like, please help, I don't know what to do. He told me what to do, and I haven't played it since.
See, I love the Tales game as well. Tales of Fantasia is absolutely one of my favourite games of all time. And I really enjoyed Tales of Xillia. I haven't finished Tales of Xillia 2. And the animation in it, they always get a really good company to do the cutscenes and things. But the adaptions they do, they're never great. They're never fully adapted. They don't do a good job of showcasing the show. They don't do a good job of making people want to watch the games or play the games or just be present in the games. The general location. So I'm not that confident in this. I don't think it's going to be great. I'm going to watch it, but
I really want this to be good because there has been news since the last team, whatever we call this now.
I like that one.
Team whatever we call this now. You Photoball are making a Token Rambu adaptation next year, and apparently God Eater was really, really bad. So I need to know that they can do a good video game adaptation, because if they ruin anything about the Token Rambu adaptation, I'm going to be done with anime for the rest of forever, because it's very important to me. So I'm probably going to watch this if it's in a place where I can watch it legally and stuff.
I just hope, because I don't like Tales adaptions except for that one that I like.
I might watch the Tales of the Abyss one, because I'm clearly never going to play that game.
You need to play that game, because the real impact is when you play along the story. And
yeah, but
Luc von Fabra's redemption story is amazing. And she is just a badass chick.
But I've got like 3 Fire Emblem games to play. I don't have time.
You'll find time.
First world problems. I've got too many video games to play and I don't have time.
Oh well. Cam, anything to say about Tales games? Have you played any?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I've got Tales of Grace's F for PS3 if you want to borrow that, because I clearly don't want to play it.
It's just one of those things. It came at an unfortunate time for me because I don't have enough time to invest in JRPGs that aren't Persona or Shin Megami Tensei in general.
It will be getting us that one soon.
Even then, I struggle to find time to invest in those. So just one of those things. That's the one franchise that I've kind of decided to dedicate all of my JRPG time to, and obviously Ebby and I have the same friend in Paul, and Paul won't shut up about it ever.
Tales are just really good at world building, like playing the game.
I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to experience it and get into it and stuff. And maybe I'll give this series a go just to give me that initial glimpse. Because I watched a little bit of Tales of the Abyss, and I watched the OVA of Tales of Vesperia, and from what I saw of both, they were the film. That's what I mean.
I really enjoyed it. I didn't get to finish it because I was with a friend who didn't want to watch it. But it was Production IG who did. Production IG did that film. It was a bit of a
slow burn, but I still found it. It was good. I wouldn't say it was amazing, but it was good. Maybe I'll give this one a go.
I just want to know why no one else wants to direct it. It's literally this one guy has done pretty much every adaptation.
It's because he's like, these are my babies.
Probably.
My babies!
Like, the only picture I could find of the guy was of him with a Tales of Symphonia character in the background.
There you go.
Symphonia is a pretty great game that got a HD re-release as well, if you want to play that. Maybe? Let's move on.
The HD re-release was supposed to be, like, really unplayable on PC.
On PC it is. The PlayStation version was pretty good.
Boo.
I stopped playing it, but I know because I played Tales of Xillia, I got some free costumes, which was awesome. I love me customizable costumes. Speaking of costume... Oh, that's not very good.
You know who else wears costumes?
You know who else is radiant as some kind of heretic sun? It's Love Live Sunshine! Do you reckon they have enough money now to make the dancing scenes not CG?
I think so. But
I'm dropping
the more
this
money
here.
that Prince OVA made, the more CG it got. So.
I've already dropped this series.
No one here is a fan of Love Live, but if you like Love Live, that is fine. That's your thing.
Yeah.
I just don't find the appeal.
I
get it. Like, people like idol girls, that's fine.
I tried watching an idol anime. It was okay. I don't get the
pick
appeal.
Your favorite. You can pick your favourite girl and then spend the rest of the season telling everyone else why they're wrong.
Yeah.
If anything, it's probably generated more hatred on the internet than anything else.
I just remember saying...
At the very least, generated more vitriol than the EU referendum. That's a very political joke.
Wow. Way to take us up a class there. Now my reference to the fact that Love Live got sponsored by Pizza Hut can't, really flourish in this environment.
No, go on. No. Bring it back, Dane. Why not?
Sunrise is
we're
doing
already
it.
talking
They did
about
it.
Love Live, so we can't get much better than that. Or much worse than that, should I say.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, the next show is Amaama To Inazuma. And it's much playing upon that thing, which I seem to be seeing, I don't know, regularly each season. With some kind of lovable child and something else going on. Yeah.
It's the Barakamon of the series.
This child is adorable.
Yes, watching that PV, I was just like, oh, my heart melts for her.
Can I just say, I'm looking at the picture, and it's just like, it's the guy with the kid, and that's all very adorable. And then in the background, there's just this girl who's just like getting ready to eat a massive sandwich. And I'm more interested in that than what's going on in the foreground.
Apparently it's a comedy series, so...
I'm going to enjoy this.
I'd love if she's just in the background of every single thing. She's not even related to the story. She's just eating humorously large foods. Yeah, I'll read out the synopsis for you. Having lost his wife, I'll bring it down a bit there. Math teacher Kohai Inuzuka is doing his best to raise his young daughter Samugi as a single father. He's pretty bad at cooking and doesn't have a huge appetite to begin with, but Chance brings his little family and one of his students, Katori Aida, together for homemade adventures. Yeah, I'm reading out these sentences weird. With those three cooks in the kitchen, it's no wonder this dinner table drama is so delicious. It's about a bunch of people that cook together. Yay!
Which three cooks?
The dad, the kid, and the sandwich lady.
But is he a cook? He said he wasn't very good at cooking. So how can he call himself a cook?
Maybe it's one of those where Jamie Oliver does his 10-minute meals. Maybe it's like that, but anime.
Maybe. I hope so.
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be great.
You know what they say though? Too many cooks spoils the broth.
Yeah, but they also say many hands make light work.
I think I just realised that I have seen quite a few shows about parental guardians that are male and single because of a tragedy where the mum died.
Usagi drop.
But I don't think I've ever seen it the other way around, where it's a single mum, which I find really weird.
Wolf children.
I think it's because I guess it's one of those odd things where single mom is kind of in a way normal these days.
Yeah.
Like you still have that. There's less of a disconnect. Whereas when you have a single father, obviously the father didn't birth the child. So there isn't that maternal connection, and I guess it kind of maybe that's why, because there's a little bit more drama involved with the father doing that.
Gundam Build Fighters to some extent.
Oh, that doesn't really count as a...
Yeah, but Dad wasn't present in the series, and it was a single mum sort of situation.
Yeah, but the dads aren't present in Pokemon, but that doesn't make it the same thing.
And he turned up. It wasn't because he was dead, it's because he was a member of the Gunpla FBI.
Okay.
So, you know...
So we need tragic deaths, okay.
Yeah. FBI!
I'm not saying it Man, this is a massive injustice to the single mothers out there.
Sexist.
No, I just wanted to run your thing into the ground so I could prove to you that you'd seen many single mothers.
I have seen Wolf Children, but like that's the only example that I can think of that is actually about family as its like main theme.
Yeah. I think the thing is as well, like when a character is a single mom, it's not.
Jeez, Lucky Star, it's the same as well.
It's not. It can't be funny. Oh yeah, I guess there was Lucky Star, but again, that wasn't.
That was male.
About family.
That was
Well, yeah, single dad, yeah.
But I think it's one of those things where it's like, if it's a single dad, that tends to be a plot point. Like, oh, they're a single dad, and that's important. That's like key to the plot of what's going on.
Well,
whereas
they've done
generally
studies.
With a single mom, it's just a thing. You know, it's just like, oh, it's my mom, my dad isn't around. That's it.
They've done
That was
studies
just an observation I had. It wasn't like it's supposed to be a political statement about the state of anime. Just FYI.
They have done studies where it's been single father character is way more sympathetic. It's just mental, though, not anything like personally judgmental or anything of that effect. So let's move on. The next one is Food Wars 2, and I just want to mention that this is happening. It's Food Wars 2. It happened before. It's gonna have food. Have either of you watched the show?
I really want to.
Me too.
Same. Because I thought the premise was really dumb, so I didn't like pick it up, and then everyone suddenly was like, "It's actually really good."
Yeah,
It's not as creepy as it sounds.
But none of us have watched it, so it's good to know that there'll be more of it to watch when we eventually get round to it.
Yay!
Hooray!
And that's why I wrote barely anything on it.
Speaking of food,
been talking a lot about food. Sandwich Lady, Food Wars, and now.
Speaking of Sandwich Lady,
we're talking about.
Come on, come on, Pat. You've been waiting for like an hour and a half to talk about this.
It is the greatest show to ever come since Donyatsu and Gudetama. It's the next step. It's bananas. It's cats. It's Bananya.
Bananya. I love the PV
stupidest thing in the world.
The PV to this was literally 15 minutes of the guy talking, just with the desk covered in bananas.
Yeah, but didn't your heart melt for him? He was just like, oh, he really believes in it.
He is so excited about it.
He is so earnest, and he just went, yes, I'll watch your anime. I'll watch it.
Oh, now I've got to just... Oh, there's actually a trailer there now.
I put trailers in.
It's so cute.
So, much in the same vein with Donyatsu and Gudetama, it's just going to be random short episodes. But
you know, if this is anything like Gudetama, I'm going to fucking love it, because Gudetama is great.
Oh,
Not as great as Kirimi-chan. Like, if you've ever seen Kirimi-chan, Kirimi-chan is pretty great. I don't remember what Kirimi-chan is, hold on.
I have my own little Gudetama right here.
I really enjoyed Donyatsu, so I'm hoping it's
I love Donyatsu. I watched Donyatsu when I was in England with you guys.
The best thing about the thing I like most about Donyatsu is the fact that it kind of has this underlying story of the end of the world and stuff, and
apocalyptic
it's like crazy.
future.
Yeah.
Have either of you ever seen Kirimi-chan before?
No.
No.
Right, I've linked you to something, and I want your genuine reaction about Kirimi-chan.
Okay. Click, 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 click. He'd just fall over, surely.
And he's an idol.
Let's have a look.
It's Kirimi-chan.
You're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to put up a picture of Kirimi-chan at this point. Oh my god, there's more of them.
Your faithful meet time partner.
It's Kirimi-chan. I don't know. It goes Kirimi-chan, Gudetama, and maybe there's room for Bananya.
Oh my god, the products are amazing.
I've genuinely seen costumes for Kirimi-chan.
There's Kirimi-chan underwear-shaped pouch stripe. What? There's plush Kirimi-chan. Okay, we're getting off track. Let's talk about
Banana cats.
Banana cats. Banana cats are happening this year. Ooh, that's
I don't have
good.
anything to say about this apart from I'm going to watch it because it's a cute food animal.
It's okay. You know what? This is just the sprint run to the thing I really want to talk about. So let's just get through the next ones real quick. So there's a Majestic Prince OVA coming out. That series has been out for a while. I've seen the first 4 episodes. I doubt either of you two have.
Nope.
It's basically about a group of guys who are really good at piloting mechs, and one of them really wants to be a hero. I haven't seen the end. It's happening.
Sounds like something I should like because it's got Prince in it. So Prince.
Yeah. So that's
not
happening.
actual Prince. Like it's got Prince in the title. Okay.
Yes, it does. That do. Yes. There's also a Snafu OVA, and which is great because the last Snafu OVA was really good. It was essentially Hachiman.
I feel like every season we're like, there's a new Snafu thing.
Well, it's great. You need to watch more Snafu. The last Snafu OVA I watched, it was essentially a game show between like all the main characters and the female teacher, and they were just discovering the reason why she's not good in relationships. And it was funny. It was laugh out loud funny.
I watched the first episode and didn't think it was that funny, but maybe I will now.
No, it takes like 2 episodes to get the real feel of Hachiman's feel, so I feel like a lot of people drop it for that reason. So if you do, you're just missing out on a great character. Too bad.
Maybe I'll get back to it one day.
Not
today, though.
Digimon Tri, there's a new Digimon Tri movie. Oh, were you going to say something, Cam?
No.
Okay. Digimon Tri, there's a new Digimon Tri movie. I haven't watched the second one.
I haven't watched any of them.
Okay.
Unfortunately. I've not... Because we don't get access to them. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I do. I just haven't watched the second one.
Oh, right.
That's even worse. I can watch them, but I won't.
I choose to waive that right. Yeah, the pictures still look cool, so I guess it still looks cool overall, so that's nice.
Yeah. So I guess it's still doing the same thing it was doing before.
Yep. Going next to a rival of that franchise, the Pokemon movie. There's a new one coming out. It's got Volcanion in it. That Pokemon hasn't had a show yet, so that's cool.
It's the last XY film, though.
Is it?
That's worth mentioning. Yep.
X, Y, and Z, you mean?
Because we'll be in a new generation by this time next year, so we'll be
in Hawaii.
Different region.
Yeah.
We'll be in Hawaii.
Ash meets the mythical Pokemon Volcanion when it crashes down from the sky, creating a cloud of dust and a mysterious force binds the two of them together.
This is probably one of my least favourite Pokemon designs to come out since Gen 4, so...
I feel like they've already done the whole ring thing with the Thundurus and Landorus stuff. Didn't those ones have like, and Arceus had the ring?
Like I was up to
design.
date
If they
on
got rid of the
Pokemon
ring, it'd be
movies
cool.
for a really, really long time, and now I'm not. So I don't know what ones they've done in recent time. The last one I watched were the black and white movies that were 2 of the same movie coming out on the same day.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
The Reshiram and Zekrom ones.
Oh, yeah.
Did you eventually watch the episodes of N in it?
No, I'm going to.
Good.
I'm actually going to. It's just, I need to find a space of time. So once a day, sit down and watch an episode of Pokemon. Like while I'm having my breakfast or something.
I got for Christmas the entirety of Diamond and Pearl, and I need to sit down and properly watch that.
See, the thing that sucks is we've never had an official release of Pokemon in this country.
Oh, we've had too many.
We don't even have all of the movies. That's how little people care.
We have a movie collection.
Yeah, we don't have any of that here.
The black and white movies came out.
The black and white movies came out. We don't have 7, 8, and 9, I think. No, we have 7, because that was the Deoxys movie. We definitely don't have 8. We don't have 9. I don't think... There's another movie that we're missing as well. Like, they just never got brought out here for some reason.
You didn't try hard enough. That's why.
I've always fucking bought... I own Pokemon Forever about 5 times on DVD. I just see it at car boot sales for 50p.
Maybe it should be 6 times.
I might pick up another copy of that movie.
Then.
I don't need them. But whatever. I don't have anything to say about this. I don't like Pokemon, so...
I'm looking forward to the next generation.
I'm so ready for this generation to be over, though. I'm so excited for the next one.
Yeah.
I'm sure in a couple of seasons' time we'll be talking about a new series of Pokemon where we'll be like, yeah, we're definitely going to watch this one all the way through, and then by like week 3 we'll drop it. So.
While we're on the topic, which starters are you going to choose?
Rowlet.
Really? Ah, Poplio.
I like birds. I like bird Pokemon. I've always liked bird Pokemon. Like Pidgeot is one of my favourite Pokemon, so there's no way that I'm going to end up on a fucking bird starter.
I just like birds. So.
Yeah, he's pretty. And he's got a little bow tie.
Yeah, but Poplio instantly looks like your best friend ever. He looks like Pokemon's equivalent of Gomamon.
If I had to pick between Litten and Poplio, I would pick Poplio. But Rowlet's a choice, and it's a superior choice.
All 3 of them are adorable. So
yeah, I do like all 3 of them. I think there's too much dark fur with the cat. I don't think he looks as, like, friendly, I guess.
Maybe it's shiny as, like, the inverse of that. That'd be cool.
I wasn't big on any of the Gen 2 starters, to be honest.
Cyndaquil.
Yeah,
Totodile is amazing as well. They were all great.
But we've got a generation where genuinely all of the starters seem pretty good. So.
Yeah.
So far.
Even though there seems to be this trend of everyone hating on Poplio, which makes me really sad.
I don't know
makes me
why.
feel like I want to be his friend. I want to pick him, but I also want a Rowlet. So.
Yeah.
Plus, in his promotional art, he makes a water bubble and tricks Rowlet, and it's cute.
But the more important question is, Pat, how do you feel about after 20 years of Pokemon, you're finally getting a koala? It's finally a koala-based Pokemon.
I thought we'd already had, like, some, because we had Kangaskhan in the first generation for kangaroos. But I'm genuinely surprised that we haven't had a koala before.
But now you got it 20 years after
Which is a shame, because before they said it was Hawaii,
when
I was
it's based in Hawaii,
it might have been Australia, so I was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. But then I realised that Pokemon set in Australia would essentially be just vast open spaces forever.
Vast wasteland between places that are about 7 hours apart.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
That's Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is Australia.
Anyway, do you want to not talk about Pokemon anymore?
No, I'm enjoying it. Kimi no Nawa. It's by the same guy who did 5 centimeters per second. It's probably going to be another melodramatic story about a guy and a girl who can't be together. You know,
well, it's going to have some pretty wallpapers coming out of it. So
yeah. I'll read the thing. Shinto Shrine.
You want me to read it because I haven't read one yet.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So
yours.
No, it's fine. I just wondered if you wanted me to read one. I haven't done one yet.
I do want you to read one, please.
The story of Miracles in Love revolves around Mitsuha and Taki. Mitsuha is a female high school student who lives in a rural town nestled deep in the mountains.
Damn.
Her father is the mayor and isn't at home much, and she lives with her elementary school-aged little sister and her grandmother. Hold on, scroll bar is not appearing. It's on a chart. Mitsuha has an honest personality, but she doesn't like the customs of her family's Shinto shrine, nor does she like her father participating in an election campaign. She laments that she lives in a confined rural town and yearns for the wonderful lifestyle of living in Tokyo. Taki is a male high school student who lives in central Tokyo. He spends time with friends, works part-time in an Italian restaurant, and is interested in architecture and fine arts. One day, Mitsuha has a dream where she is a young man. Taki also has a dream where he is a female high school student in a town in the mountains where he has never been to. What is the secret to their dreams of personal experience?
Were you regretting volunteering to do that one halfway through?
This is when it was like, oh god, I've still got to explain his story, alright. Yeah, I imagine this is going to be very similar to
every other thing this guy's done.
Per second. Yeah.
He's the one who did the one.
I've only ever seen 5 centimeters per second. Very pretty film, but
not a satisfactory conclusion.
Yeah, but I haven't seen Garden of Words, and I really want to.
I bought it the other day. I know the animation looks amazing.
Yeah, I always see GIFs of that film, and I'm like, oh, this looks so good, I need to watch it. And I've owned the Blu-ray for like 2 years now or something dumb, so...
Well...
Not that long.
Clearly we need to put these in Blu-ray players so we can watch them.
I've just got a Blu-ray player installed on my computer, so...
Oh, cool.
It can happen now.
Well, let me know. I'll watch it, and then we can say, oh, the animation was nice, but the story was bleh.
The story was like 5 centimeters per second, but it looked more green than pink, I guess.
It was less snow this time.
Whenever I see stories like this after being in Tokyo, I'm like, why the fuck would you want to live there? It's awful. Like, I can't imagine wanting to live in the middle of Tokyo. It's the big city. Like, it's fine to visit there, but to live there, I cannot imagine it. I think it would be the worst thing ever.
Well, for one, you're constantly having threats from all around the world because every anime is set there. Don't go anywhere near Shibuya because you're just gonna get fucked. Whatever that square is with the big tower with the numbers at the top of it, where everyone crosses the road, don't go anywhere near that.
Shibuya.
You're fucked. I was right the first time then. Yay! The next and final show that we'll be talking about is one that's very close to my heart. It is Koei no Katachi, A Silent Voice, a manga which was once a one-shot that couldn't be published because of its subject matter. It was about bullying, and it was told from the perspective of the bully. This series eventually got to be featured in a manga, just the one-shot, and from that they turned it into a serialization, which turned into a full-blown series. And has now been adapted by Kyoto Animation, KyoAni, who are well known for their light and fluffy and beautiful animation. And I couldn't think or hope for anyone more to animate and make this series come to life than KyoAni. And I just think this is going to be the best thing that has happened in animation for a long time.
Although, I'm sad to say that you probably won't see this film until
I know.
midway through next
Fuck,
year.
man, why not? I want to watch it.
Because it needs to come out on Blu-ray because they're really fucking stringent about movies and people recording illegal copies of them.
I know.
Like, I remember I got an illegal copy of the Disappearance of Haruhi Suzume because I was desperate to watch that film. It was all like filmed sideways and kept moving and stuff. It was awful. And that's not how you want to experience this film for the first time. No. I'm sure.
I can assure you.
They made the choice to do this as a film rather than a series.
That just tells me that they're going to adapt it properly, or maybe they just weren't willing to put enough much money into it. I don't know.
Maybe they're just adapting the original one shot, and it's going to lead into a series. We can only hope.
Well,
yeah, maybe.
That'd be also a very good conclusion. But the clips that I see,
I'm in two minds about this one because I know that a lot of people really, really love this manga.
This is one of Emily's favourites.
I've got a horrible feeling this is just going to make me feel awful.
Yeah?
Because of the subject matter, because it's like really, really close to home for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is really confronting. Like, if you're ever going to engage with the story, read the one shot first. It is an amazing story told over, I don't know, less than 100 pages, I think. And it is told from the perspective of this guy.
I don't know that I could do it. Like, I genuinely don't know that I could do it.
That's why originally they couldn't publish it, because it was too confronting. And the fact that it's gotten to this stage is a pretty good thing. But I see it as a poster for anti-bullying. I mean, it shows you what's happened to this guy, how his jaded and anger affected the life around him, and honestly, the story, which tells you the after effect of that, like you get a continuation of what happened in the one shot, is a truly... I hate using like really big words to up something, but this series deserves it. It's a masterful redemption story, and I love it. It's one of the best manga I've read in my life.
So you're looking forward to seeing the film next year then?
No, not really.
I can take it or leave it.
Like, just to put it into like perspective, the free Blu-ray comes out at the end of July, and that film aired at the beginning of December. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long.
Going to be a while.
Well, it's not like it can be spoiled. So that's one thing.
Well, yeah, I guess there is that, but not a ton of like Western people are going to be seeing this film. So.
I've put in requests with a few companies that they bring this over somehow. So I haven't heard anything back, of course, because
literally things that will never ever happen in England.
But
is this film coming to cinemas?
The only way things happen is if you talk about it. So if you really want this happening, start talking about it.
I tell you what, though. If anyone was going to do it, all the anime would do it, I feel like.
Likewise, in Australia, we have Madman put on a real anime show sometimes. I'm not sure if they did it last year, but they have done it previously, where they air anime in cinemas around Australia. And I feel
we have
like
something like that in... It's stupid. It's called Scotland Loves Anime, and it's in Edinburgh, I think. So I will probably never go to it because it's so far away, but... We did have, like, an anime all-night thing in London one time where they showed the third Evangelion film for the first time. Maybe? It was Wolf Children. And then all 3 of the Evangelion films. So maybe
what a combo.
And then they showed, like, Perfect Blue afterwards, but we were, like, knackered at that point because it was, like, 6 in the morning, so...
Anyone else got anything to say on this? I know you said Emily enjoys the series. Have you delved into it?
Emily is a big fan of the series. I've got like no experience with it whatsoever. She has urged me to give it a go, and I probably will at some point. But
it'll take you less than an hour to get through the one shot. Probably less than half an hour.
Well, we'll see. I'm interested to give it a look-see. Probably good. Emily's got good taste, and yeah,
Emily does have good taste. So if she's,
she also has terrible taste, but
no, she's got great taste always.
This kind of balance.
Kiss him, not me. Perfect.
True, and that's getting adapted as well, isn't it? At some point,
yeah, next season.
Yeah. So she's proper hyped for that.
Well, me and Emily are gonna have a chat about it then. Because you guys don't want to.
I would, but I'm not going to.
Oh well. Well, thank you for joining us for this video. Tomorrow there'll be a video up on Cam's channel. It'll be talking about all the anime we haven't talked about yet. Or most of it. Not all of it. You get what I mean. Thank you for joining me.
In particular.
There's just one show.
Just one.
It rhymes with Kleberk.
Oh man, that famous show, Kleberk.
I love Kleberk. All about butts and his giant Bragan armor slayer. Oh man, I'm gonna make this into a thing.
So subtle.
Thank you for joining me, Abby and Cam.
No problem. Thank you for having me again.
If you made it to this point of the video, I do have a cold, so if you've heard me cough and splutter a few times, I'm sorry. I know some people get really uncomfortable with that noise.
I'll do my best.
I'm editing this one, remember?
Are you?
Didn't you say I should?
No.
Oh, okay, I'm not. Turn around, touch the ground, bag's not it. Okay. Thanks, Joyce. Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.